If you want to become a millionaire or if you want to become wealthy, you have to know how millionaires think. And so we have a lot of tips and information on this channel on what to actually do, but I'm going to share today a part 1 on how to actually think from the secrets of the millionaire mind. This was super enlightening to me. Some of the things I already do, there were a couple that I was like, ooh, I need to adopt them. So let's go ahead and get into them so you can start thinking and then therefore acting like a millionaire. Let's do it. All right, so the first wealth file, or the first way that millionaires think, is that rich people believe that they create their life, but poor people believe that life happens to me. And so we talk about this. You're the one driving your car. You are the one in control. And so you need to create your life. You don't just act like a victim. And so the author in The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind talks about people who act like victims, and that is a surefire way to tell if you are going to be more poor. The first victim clue is that you blame people. The second is that you justify things. And the third is that you complain. Of course, everybody has things that happen. Everyone has hardships. Everyone has reasons that they could not be successful, or that they cannot be financially successful, or they can't do something. But if you want to change your life, you have to know that you have the power, and you have the power to move up and move through and do the right things, even if it's hard, and especially when it's hard. So believe you have the power and start taking action and making changes in your life. You can. Number 2, rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game not to lose. So you have to play to win. Part of this involves taking some risk. Part of this goes, hey, how do I be successful? How do I be financially successful? What are the habits I need to do? How do I need to show up every day? What do I need to do? And so they're playing on offense. They're being proactive. We are thinking ahead instead of just responding to life and bills come up and struggles come up. No, like, how can I make more money? What skill do I need to learn? Hey, I haven't been making much money and I've learned and improved a lot at my job. So maybe I need to go apply and go to a new job and increase my income. Maybe I need to start investing in assets. Hey, I have some money coming in, or extra money coming in. What can I do with that? How can I deploy it to make myself more money? You are the one in control, but you also play on offense so that you can be prepared and not go, oh, there's inflation and oh, the economy is horrible. You have to play on offense because that is how you are going to be wealthy and successful. Stop playing on defense. Number 3, rich people are committed to being rich, while poor people just want to be rich. So this is different. If you just want something, lots of people want something. People want to achieve their goals. People want to be healthier. People want to lose weight. People want to be millionaires. People want to have great relationships. But you can't just want it. You have to make it happen. You have to completely obsess about it and go after it, right? And so that's where playing life on offense and taking the action, believing you have control, but you have to totally believe in it and totally take that full action and commit. When you commit to something, you are deciding that you are going to make it happen. So don't just want it to happen. Don't just wish it to happen. Go make it happen and commit to figuring out how to get there. Number 4, rich people think big and poor people think small. So you have to expand your mind. You have to expand your thinking. The author talks about this one person who worked with them. He made $250,000 a year, but then in about 6 months, he made $600 million because he started thinking differently and therefore acting differently. How you think impacts what you do. And so it's important to remember to provide value. How can you provide more value to more people, therefore making more money? And so you really have to think about that. You have to think about, how can I think bigger? How can I provide more value? The more you think bigger, the more you think outside of your community, the more you think that you can, the more problems that you solve and value you bring to other people, you will make more money if you choose to. Number 5, rich people focus on opportunities while poor people focus on obstacles. So this is just a great life tip. A lot of these are just great life tips to enjoy your life. And that's why we talk about financial success, but just general success. Like, you have to focus on the right things. You have to focus on opportunities. Stop focusing on the problems. Yes, you can find solutions to those problems, but find the opportunity in every situation. You can learn from anyone. You can learn from any experience, any hardship. So how can you focus on the opportunities? If you're looking for the opportunities in life, or the opportunities in building a better life for yourself or making more money, you're going to find them. You will find in life what you look for, and what you focus on grows. So focus on the opportunities, look for the potential in things, and you will find it. Number 6, rich people admire other rich and successful people, but poor people resent rich and successful people. And so how many of you have seen that? Maybe you live in a county where there's like a wealthy school or wealthy schools, and then the poorer schools or people who don't have as much money, they kind of look poorly on those schools. And maybe some of their actions align with that, or they're rude or arrogant or whatever, but maybe that's something you're making up in your mind. Instead, when I see a wealthy person, I'm like, whoa, like, how can I learn from you? That's amazing. Like, life can be hard, so I'm really proud of you for making money, for being healthy, for having a good family. Whenever I see those rich and successful people, I want to learn from them, right? And of course, there's some wealthy people that are just wealthy. Like Jesse Itzler talks about this. You're just rich, man. You're just rich. But some of these really wealthy people that have good relationships, that serve people, that really make a difference in the world, that are nice people and are kind, and they have good relationships with their families, that to me is inspiring. It's not like, oh, how dare they? If you feel that way about money, they talk about in the book, if you think that you're a good person, but then you think rich people are inherently bad, you'll never be rich, because you think that you're a good person, but then rich people are bad. So how could you ever be rich? Because then that would make you bad, right? And so there's a lot of poor people who are rude and nasty and arrogant. There's a lot of rich people who are that way too. But then there's a lot of poor people or people with less money that are nice and kind and generous. Same thing with rich people. Sarah Blakely talks about this, that money simply makes you more of who you already are. So don't be afraid of money. Don't resent people, because then you're blocking that from yourself. And lastly, number 7 is that rich people associate with positive people, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. You get who you're around. The people, the things that you listen to or let go into your mind is going to come out some way in your life. And so it's really, really important to associate with positive people. That was so helpful to me with my social media. I curated it to have people who are really healthy, have people who are really uplifting, have people who are really wealthy or teaching and motivating and inspiring me, because then I'm more likely to do that. I also try to block out the people who just seem to find the problems in everything, or seem to whine and complain, or have a poor attitude. I'm human. I can be susceptible to that too. And so I try to block it out. So make sure you are careful who you're around, what you're around. It's not just the people, it's also what you're listening to, what you're watching. Like, all of that is going to go inside of your mind and then into your life. So be very mindful who you're around. Find those people that will make you better instead of pull you down. All right, those were 7 ways that millionaires think and how they start transforming their mindset so they can have better actions that will lead them to success and riches. There are 7 to 8 more of these. If you're interested in them, maybe I'll do a part 2. Let me know if you want that below. Feel free to like and subscribe for more. Keep learning, working, and growing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, you got this.